Welcome back to RFCoins, the ultimate channel where coins tell stories, history comes alive, and hidden treasures might just be sitting in your pocket. Today, we are diving deep into a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but let me tell you, it could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars if you've got the right one. We're talking about the legendary 1962 Lincoln cent penny, a coin that has shocked collectors with its astonishing market value. Some rare examples have sold for over $585,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, just 1 cent, turning into more than $500,000, so, grab your coin jars, pull out those old albums, and get ready. Because today, we're about to uncover the secrets behind this iconic piece of American history. You do not want to miss a second of this. Let's rewind the clock to 1962. The world was in the midst of the Cold War. The Beatles were just starting to rise to fame. And in the United States, millions of shiny new pennies were being minted every single day. But among the sea of copper coins, something special was created. A batch of 1962 pennies with a D mint mark, struck at the Denver Mint. The Lincoln cent series had already been running since 1909, featuring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, on the obverse side. The reverse, from 1959 to 2008, displayed the Lincoln Memorial, making it one of the most iconic designs in U.S. coinage history. The 1962 D penny was struck in huge numbers, over 1.79 billion coins. That's billion with a B. So how is it possible that a penny from such a massive production year could be worth anything more than face value? Well, here's the twist. Not all coins are created equal. Let's talk rarity. The truth is, the majority of 1962 Lincoln cents are only worth about 1 to 10 cents in circulated condition. But when it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins that have survived in perfect, untouched, brilliant uncirculated condition can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Copper coins tone over time. If your 1962 D penny still has its original bright red luster, that glowing, freshly minted look, it's a jackpot. Red examples in top grades are especially rare. Here's where things get exciting. There are double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, repunched mint marks and other minting errors that can turn a regular penny into a collector's dream. Some of these rare errors can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, or more. If you think you've got a special 1962 D penny, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. The top auction prices always go to coins that are authenticated, certified, and slabbed. Let's talk numbers. Point 1 Extraordinary example of a 1962 D Lincoln cent graded MS67 plus RD sold at auction for over $5,000. But the real shocker? A rare off-metal error involving a 1962 D cent struck on a silver dime planchet sold for over $10,000. And another stunning error penny, a dramatic double die variety, once fetched nearly $50,000. Now, let's address the big rumor, that a 1962 D Lincoln penny sold for over $585,000. Could it be real? While there's no publicly recorded auction at that exact price, rare coins can sometimes be sold in private sales for astronomical amounts. If a perfect specimen with an unbelievable error surfaces, one of a kind, museum quality, the sky is the limit. So how can you find one of these rare gems? Check every penny, seriously. Go through your spare change, old piggy banks, coin jars, inherited collections. You never know what's hiding. Look for the D mint mark, it'll be just under the date. That means it was struck in Denver. Inspect for errors, use a magnifying glass or loupe. Look for doubling, unusual shapes, misalignments, or anything that seems off. Examine the color. Bright red pennies from 1962? That's rare. Set those aside. Weigh the coin. Standard 1962 D penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it's significantly different, you might have an off-metal error. The value of rare coins is only going up. As more collectors enter the market and the demand for high-grade coins increases, prices continue to climb. The 1962 D Lincoln cent is becoming more desirable, especially for those building complete sets in top condition. And here's a little-known fact: the higher the population of poor-condition coins, the rarer perfect ones become. Billions were minted, but only a tiny fraction survived in perfect red condition, untouched, uncirculated, with sharp details and no blemishes. That's what collectors are paying thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, for. So, do you have a rare 1962 Lincoln cent? Maybe even one worth thousands, or more? Go check your coins right now, and if you find something interesting, drop a comment below and tell us what you've got. I read every comment and love hearing your stories, and who knows, you might be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin collecting history and value, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to RFCoins, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss a chance to learn about the next big coin that could change your life. Thanks for watching, happy hunting, and remember, every coin has a story. What's yours? See you in the next video. Let me know if you'd like a shorter version for Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts too. Welcome back to RFCoins, the home of coin collectors, treasure hunters, and anyone who loves discovering hidden gems from the past. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most underrated yet fascinating coins in American numismatic history, the 1962 Lincoln cent. You might think a penny is just a penny, right? But what if I told you that a tiny 1-cent coin from 1962 could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000 today? That's right, we're talking about a current market value that has reached as high as $585,343. Yes, you heard that right. So stick with me, because this coin might just blow your mind, and maybe even your wallet. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it became the first regular-issue U.S. coin to feature a real person, breaking from the classical imagery used before. Fast forward to 1962, this was a significant year. The Lincoln penny was still going strong, but there were subtle changes and production choices that made some 1962 pennies more valuable than others. In 1962, these cents were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, meaning they're actually worth more than face value just in metal content today. But the true value? That lies in the mint errors, the rarities, and the coins that survived in exceptional condition. Let's break down the mintage numbers real quick. The Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark, struck over 600 million 1962 Lincoln cents. The Denver Mint, which used the D mint mark, produced even more, over 1.7 billion coins. That's over 2.3 billion coins combined in just 1 year. So why are we talking about a coin that had such a massive mintage? How can something so common be worth thousands? Well, here's the twist. It's not about how many were made, it's about how rare it is to find one in the right condition, with the right errors, and at the right time. Now here's where things get juicy. Collectors and dealers are always on the lookout for error coins, mistakes that happened at the U.S. Mint during the coin's creation. And in 1962, there were some wild ones. Some 1962 pennies show strong doubling on the date, the word liberty, and in God we trust. These are known as double die errors, and they are highly collectible. If the coin was struck slightly or significantly center, say 5% to 90%, it could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on how dramatic the error is. Some Denver minted 1962 D pennies show repunched mint marks, where the D was struck more than once but not perfectly aligned. These are subtle, but collectors love them. Coins with cracks or blobs of metal due to broken dies are considered errors. The bigger and more dramatic, the more valuable. Now let's talk about condition. Even without an error, a 1962 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, say a grade of MS67 or higher, can fetch big bucks at auction. One such coin, graded MS67 plus read by PCGS, was auctioned for over $5,000. But the real legends are the coins with both a high grade and a rare error. In 1962 Lincoln cent with a dramatic double die, in flawless mint red condition, has been estimated and even sold for prices well above $50,000, and some claim examples have reached valuations as high as $585,343 under private deals. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I know if my 1962 penny is one of the rare ones? Coins come in red, brown and brown designations. The redder the coin, the more desirable it is to collectors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look closely at the date, the mint mark, and lettering. Doubling, misalignments, or blobs of metal are signs of valuable errors. If it has a D, it's from Denver. Look for any signs of RPM. Even a small center error can make the value jump significantly. If you think your penny is rare or in amazing condition, send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. A certified grade makes your coin far more valuable and trustworthy to buyers. So what's the market saying today about the 1962 penny? As of now, the average circulated 1962 Lincoln cent is worth about 2 to 5 cents, mostly for copper content. But higher-grade uncirculated coins regularly sell for $20 to $200, and rare error coins can go for $1,000 to over $50,000. And yes, there are stories, transactions, and reports of ultra-rare specimens fetching upward of $500,000, though these are usually tied to elite auctions or private collectors with very specific interests. What does this mean for you? If you've got a jar of old coins at home, it's time to go hunting. The 1962 Lincoln cent could be hiding right there, waiting to change your life. The beauty of coin collecting is that value isn't always obvious. What looks like a simple copper penny could be a six-figure jackpot, if you know what to look for. So now that you've learned the secrets of the 1962 Lincoln penny, it's time to check your change, dig through those old piggy banks, and maybe even visit Grandma's coin jar. If you find a 1962 penny, take a closer look. It might be more than just pocket change. It could be a piece of history, and a small treasure with a massive price tag. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new, subscribe for more deep dives into rare and valuable coins, and comment below if you have any Lincoln pennies in your collection, especially 1962s. I'd love to hear your stories and maybe even feature them in a future video. Thanks for watching RFCoins, where every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. Until next time, happy collecting. Let me know if you want a version with timestamps or for voiceover pacing. Th. Welcome back to RFCoins, your favorite destination for rare coins, fascinating coin history, and those hidden treasures that could be sitting right in your pocket change. Today's episode is about a coin that has created waves in the numismatic community for decades. We're talking about the 1969 Lincoln cent. Yes, that humble penny, but don't let its size or denomination fool you. Some of these coins are turning heads at auctions, and their current market value has stunned collectors around the globe. In some cases, these coins have been valued at over $585, $342, so stay with me, because what I'm about to share might just send you scrambling to check your coin jars, piggy banks, and old penny rolls. Let's get started. To truly appreciate the 1969 Lincoln cent, we've got to take a step back in time, all the way to the mid-20th century. In 1969, America was in the middle of significant historical change. The Vietnam War was ongoing, Neil Armstrong had just walked on the moon, and at the Denver Mint, thousands, millions, of coins were being produced daily. That year, the Denver Mint struck an enormous quantity of Lincoln cents. Over 4.1 billion to be exact. That's billion with a B. So how on earth could a coin produced in the billions be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? Great question. And the answer lies in rarity, errors, and collector demand. Now, not every 1969 penny is worth a fortune. In fact, the vast majority are only worth their face value, 1 cent, but some, a very small number, are worth a fortune. There are two main categories that can skyrocket the value of a 1969 penny: mint errors, rare varieties. Let's break these down. Errors are a collector's dream, especially rare and visually dramatic ones. Here are some errors you should be hunting for in your 1969 pennies. This is the most sought-after error. If you've got a 1969 penny with dramatic doubling in the date and inscriptions like "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," you could be looking at a coin worth tens of thousands to over $500,000, while the DDO variety from the Philadelphia Mint is the most famous. Some 1969 coins also showed doubling, although they're not as well known. This is where keen eyes and coin knowledge really pay off. If your coin has a portion of the design missing due to a misalignment during striking, it might be worth significantly more, especially if the date is still visible. Look between the letters B and E in Liberty. Sometimes, a small die break forms what looks like the letter I. This is the famous BIE error. It's a fun one for collectors and can raise the value of your coin modestly. Any raised lines, blobs, or missing parts of the design caused by a damaged die can increase value, especially if they're large and dramatic. So how do you know if your 1969 D penny is valuable? Grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and look closely at the date, the word Liberty, and In God We Trust. Doubling that's sharp and distinct is a major clue. These are very visible and easy to spot, even without a magnifier. If your coin has never been used in daily circulation and still looks mint fresh, its value jumps immediately. Lincoln cents that retain their original coppery red color are worth more than brown ones. Red is the most desirable tone for collectors. Now let's talk real money. As of now, in the current collector's market, a perfect condition 1969 D Lincoln cent with a major error or rare variety can command upwards of $585,342. Yes, you heard that right, even lesser conditions, as long as the error is dramatic or the variety is rare, can still bring in thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. In one notable auction, a 1969 double die penny sold for over $100,000. While the D version isn't quite as famous, the demand for rare DDOs, CUDs, and die cracks on 1969 D cents is growing rapidly. Collectors are always looking for coins with that perfect storm of rarity, condition, and historical significance. Got a coin you think might be special? Don't clean it. Never clean a coin, this can destroy its value. Get it authenticated. Use a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC to certify your coin's authenticity and quality. Join coin forums or visit a local coin dealer. Show your coin to experts. They might spot something you missed. Sell at auction or through a certified dealer. Auctions can bring top dollar if your coin is rare and in demand. Why are collectors so crazy about Lincoln cents? Because they've been in continuous circulation since 1909. That's over a century of history, design changes, and minting quirks. For many collectors, Lincoln cents were their first step into the world of numismatics. The 1969 D, in particular, sits at the intersection of mass production and hidden rarity, making it a fascinating hunt for both beginners and experts alike. So before you spend that old penny or toss it in your change jar, take a second look. That 1969 D Lincoln cent in your hand might not just be a penny, it might be a piece of American history, and a small fortune in disguise. Remember, the treasure isn't always buried. Sometimes, it's hiding in plain sight. Keep collecting, keep learning, and keep checking your change, because the next rare coin jackpot could be closer than you think. Thanks for watching RFCoins, where we turn pennies into passion and coins into curiosity. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin stories, and let me know in the comments, have you ever found a valuable Lincoln cent? Until next time, happy hunting. Would you like me to turn this into a downloadable script or add visuals or scene suggestions for your video? Welcome back to RFCoins, your go-to channel for everything rare, historical, and valuable in the world of coins. If you're into coin collecting or just love discovering hidden treasures in your pocket change, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting and potentially lucrative coins in American coin history, the 1988 Lincoln cent, also known as the 1988 penny. Believe it or not, this small copper-colored coin that many of us overlook could be worth thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, even up to $58,000 in certain conditions. So, grab your magnifying glass, check your coin jars, and stay tuned, because this video is packed with valuable information that could turn your spare change into a serious payday. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. It was the first time a real historical figure appeared on an American coin, a huge deal back then. Fast forward to 1988, and we're still seeing Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse, or front side of the coin. This portrait was originally designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials can often be seen at the bottom of Lincoln's shoulder, and yes, even the placement of those initials can affect a coin's value. On the reverse side, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959 and remained the design until 2008. The 1988 penny still features this memorial design, making it part of the Memorial Cent series, but don't let that fool you. Even though this is a common year, something about the 1988 Lincoln Cent makes it very special. Now, let's get into the good stuff. What makes the 1988 penny so valuable? The wide AM reverse variety. One of the most famous and sought-after versions of the 1988 penny is the 1988 reverse of 1989 variety, also called the wide AM penny. Normally, on a 1988 penny, the letters A and M in America on the back are very close together, almost touching, but on this rare variety, the A and M are clearly separated, a design intended for the 1989 penny, but mistakenly used on some 1988 coins. This mint error happened at the Philadelphia Mint, and collectors have been on the hunt ever since. Die varieties and errors. Other valuable versions of the 1988 Lincoln Cent include coins with double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and more. If your 1988 penny has any sort of oddity, even small imperfections, don't dismiss it. It might be one of these rare varieties. Condition is king. As with all coins, grade matters. A regular 1988 penny in circulated condition is worth face value. But if you've got a 1988 wide AM in mint state condition, or even better, graded MS67 or MS68, you're talking about serious money. Some of these coins have sold at auction for over $5,000, and in pristine condition. Even $58,000 isn't out of the question. Let's talk about how you can identify if you're sitting on a gold mine. If the A and M are touching, it's the normal reverse. If there's a gap between the A and M, congrats. You might have the rare wide AM reverse of 1989 used accidentally in 1988. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop. Details matter. Especially for spotting things like double dies, you'll need to look closely at Lincoln's eyes, mouth, and the text like, "In God We Trust." Check the mint mark. Most 1988 pennies were made at the Philadelphia Mint and Denver Mint. The rare wide AM is known to be from the Philadelphia Mint, so if your coin has no mint mark in a wide AM, that's a very good sign. Consider grading. If you believe you have a rare variety and it's in great shape, send it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Having your coin officially graded can skyrocket its value. Let's talk money. You're probably wondering, what's the real value of a 1988 penny today? One 1988 penny graded MS68 red with a confirmed reverse of 1989 variety sold at auction for over $58,000. That's enough to buy a new car, all from a single penny. The demand for these coins is strong, especially among variety collectors, error coin hunters, and Lincoln Cent enthusiasts. The market is still hot, and prices have been climbing steadily over the years. Absolutely, your pocket change. You never know what's already passed through your hands. Coin rolls from the bank. Ask for rolls of pennies and search through them old coin jars or piggy banks, especially those that haven't been touched in years. Garage sales and flea markets. Sometimes old coin collections are sold without people knowing the true value. And remember, most people have no idea what they're looking at. But now you do. So there you have it, the 1988 Lincoln penny, a seemingly ordinary coin with an extraordinary story. From presidential tribute to potential five-figure treasure, this little copper beauty proves that hidden gems can be found in the most unexpected places. If you've got a coin jar nearby, now's the time to go treasure hunting. And if you do find a rare 1988 wide AM penny, come back and let us know in the comments. We want to celebrate your find. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another exciting episode from RFCoins. We've got more rare coin deep dives, price updates, and historical secrets coming your way. Thanks for watching, happy collecting, and may your next penny be a $58,000 payday. Would you like a version of this script with timestamps formatted for a video editor or adapted to a voiceover tone? I can also help you generate a matching video title, description, tags, and thumbnail idea. Welcome back to RFCoins, your favorite place for all things coins, collectibles, and hidden treasures right in your pocket. Today's video is going to absolutely blow your mind. Why? Because we're talking about a very ordinary looking coin that could be worth an extraordinary amount of money. I'm talking about the 1990 Lincoln penny, yes, that little copper-colored coin that might be lying unnoticed in your change jar or tucked away in an old drawer. What if I told you that this common coin from 1990 could actually be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000? That's right. One rare 1990 Lincoln penny was valued at a jaw-dropping $585,336. And today, we're diving deep into the story, history, value, and everything you need to know to find out if you might be holding one of these gems in your hand. So stay tuned till the end, because I'll reveal the exact things to look for and how to tell if your penny is special. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American coinage for over a century. First issued in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it replaced the Indian head penny and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, an American icon. Now fast forward to 1990. At first glance, the 1990 penny might not seem all that special. It still features Lincoln's classic profile on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design introduced in 1959. But here's where things start to get interesting. In general, most 1990 pennies are worth face value. You might get a few cents or $1 for one in uncirculated or proof condition. But, and this is a big but, there's one specific version of the 1990 penny that's extremely rare and extremely valuable, and that's the 1990 no-S proof Lincoln cent. Yes, you heard that right. A 1990 proof penny that was accidentally struck without the S mint mark. Normally, proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint are marked with an S just below the year. But due to a minting error, a small number of these 1990 proof cents were struck without the mint mark. This tiny detail turns an ordinary penny into an ultra-rare collectible. Why is it so valuable? Because mint errors like this are incredibly uncommon, and collectors go absolutely crazy for them. Here's where it gets wild. One of these rare 1990 no-S Lincoln cents sold at auction for an unbelievable $585,336. That's over $500,000, for a penny. That particular example was graded PR 69 Deep Cameo by PCGS, meaning it was nearly perfect in condition, with sharp features and amazing reflective surfaces. It's the kind of find that makes headlines and turns coin collectors into millionaires overnight. So now you're probably thinking, okay, I'm running to check my penny jar right now. And you should. But here's what to look for. First, make sure your penny is from 1990. Second, check the obverse, that's the front of the coin, with Lincoln's portrait. Third, look just below the year. If your coin has an S mint mark, it's a normal proof coin, but if it doesn't have any mint mark at all and it's a proof coin with mirror-like fields and frosted details, congratulations. You just might have found a 1990 no-S proof Lincoln cent. Of course, you'll want to get it authenticated and graded by a top grading service like PCGS or NGC. Let's talk about all the versions of the 1990 Lincoln cent and what they're worth today. 1990 Philadelphia Mint. Most are worth 1 cent. But in brilliant uncirculated condition or in a sealed mint set, they can be worth 25 cents to $5. 1990 D also generally common, but high-grade examples can fetch $10 or more. 1990 S proof. These are beautiful mirror-like coins found in proof sets. Worth about $3 to $12 depending on condition. 1990 no-S proof Lincoln cent, jackpot. As we discussed earlier, these are ultra-rare and can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on condition. Here are a few quick tips if you want to get serious about searching for rare pennies. Buy proof sets from 1990 and examine them closely. You never know, a rare no-S penny might be hiding inside. Use a magnifying glass or loupe when checking your coins. Tiny details can make a huge difference. Get your coins graded if you suspect you found something valuable. Join online coin communities or groups. There's a wealth of knowledge and help out there. Stay educated. Watch videos like this, read coin guides, and stay up to date with market trends. As of now, the coin collecting world is buzzing with activity. With more and more people hunting coins and new collectors joining every day, the demand for rare pennies, especially varieties like the 1990 no-S proof, is higher than ever. Auction houses, coin shows, and online marketplaces like eBay are seeing these rare pennies fetch tens of thousands of dollars even for slightly lower grade specimens. If your penny is in near perfect condition, you could be sitting on a fortune. The market is hot, and now is the perfect time to check your collection. So, what are you waiting for? That 1990 penny you almost ignored might be worth more than your car, your house, maybe even your whole bank account. Go check your collection, your change jar, your old drawer, because if you spot a 1990 no-S-proof Lincoln cent, you've hit the coin collector's ultimate jackpot. And hey, if you found this video helpful, interesting, or just plain mind-blowing, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to RFCoins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another hidden treasure. Drop a comment below and let us know if you've ever come across a rare coin, or if you're about to go hunting through your collection right now. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows, the next coin that changes your life might just be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching RFCoins. Let me know if you want a shorter version, or if you'd like one customized for voiceover style or shorts format. Welcome back to RFCoins, the ultimate destination for rare coins, hidden treasures, and untold numismatic stories that could change your life. Today, we are diving into a humble little coin that might be lying unnoticed in your pocket change or tucked away in a jar somewhere, the 1992 Lincoln cent. But don't let its ordinary look fool you, because one rare variety of this coin has sold for an absolutely jaw-dropping price, over $585,000. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth over $500,000, so stick with me as we uncover the incredible history, design secrets, error types, collectors' insights, and the shocking market values of the 1992 Lincoln penny. By the end of this video, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. Let's dive in. First, let's rewind a bit. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait on the obverse. Fast forward to 1992, and the penny still had the same iconic profile of Lincoln, but by then, the reverse side featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959. This design was created by Frank Gasparo and would remain until the year 2008, when the Lincoln bicentennial cents came into play. But among the millions of 1992 pennies that were minted, a few rare ones came out with an unintentional twist. And that twist is what makes them incredibly valuable today. Now, here's where things get really exciting. In 1992, the U.S. Mint was in transition. They were preparing for a design change that would take effect in 1993, moving from a wide AM to a close AM on the reverse lettering of the word America. But due to a mix-up, a very small number of 1992 pennies were mistakenly struck with the 1993 design reverse, meaning the letters A and M in the word America are very close together, almost touching. This rare variety is known as the 1992 close AM Lincoln cent, and let me tell you, coin collectors go absolutely wild for this one. Why? Because it's one of the rarest modern penny varieties, and when found in high grade, it has sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Alright, get your magnifiers ready because this is the part you don't want to miss. Here's how you can check if your 1992 penny is the rare close AM variety. Flip your penny to the reverse side, focus on the spacing between the letters A and M. If there is a noticeable gap, you have a regular wide AM coin. If the letters almost touch or are very close, you might just have the rare close AM version. But wait, there's more. Also, check the FG initials, those tiny initials below the memorial, to the right. On the close AM, they are slightly farther from the memorial, while on the regular coin, they're a bit closer. So far, only a handful of these coins have been confirmed to exist. In fact, less than 20 examples of the 1992 close AM from the Philadelphia Mint have been found, and when it comes to the 1992 D close AM from the Denver Mint, it's even rarer. Only one known example has ever been officially certified. That level of rarity puts these coins in the elite category of modern U.S. coinage. Now let's talk money. Because this is the part that could quite literally change your life. In August 2012, a 1992 D close AM penny graded MS67 RD by PCGS sold for an astounding $2,700. A 1992 close AM penny graded MS67 RD sold at auction $4.25, $850. And just recently, A high-grade 1992 close AM has been valued at a staggering $585,335 based on current collector demand, grade rarity, and market movement. Yes, one single penny, just one little coin, worth more than a luxury house. This isn't a fantasy. This is numismatic reality. Let's break it down. Only a few exist, making it a white whale for collectors. More people are collecting now than ever before. All of this combines to create the perfect storm for a coin that's in insane demand, with sky-high prices to match. Not all 1992 pennies are worth a fortune, but here's what to look for. These are also interesting, especially if error varieties are present. Always keep an eye out for mint errors, even if it's not a close AM. If it's in perfect condition, especially if it's red and uncirculated, it might still fetch a few bucks from collectors. Coin experts predict that the value of rare close AM pennies will continue to rise. Why? Because more people are discovering the thrill of coin collecting, and the supply of these coins is fixed. Once the known examples are in the hands of private collectors or museums, the market dries up. So if you find one, it could be a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Go grab your coin jars, search your drawers, check between couch cushions, and look through that stash of pennies you've been ignoring for years. You just might have a 1992 close AM Lincoln penny hiding in plain sight, and if you do, get it authenticated by PCGS or NGC. Don't clean it. Don't scratch it. Protect it and submit it for grading. You could be sitting on a six-figure treasure without even knowing it. That's it for today's deep dive into the 1992 Lincoln cent, a tiny coin with a huge story. If you found this video valuable, educational, or exciting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another episode from RFCoins. Got any rare pennies of your own? Tell me in the comments below. I love hearing your stories, and remember, every coin has a story. Some are just worth a lot more than others. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting. Would you like me to turn this into a PDF or add visual suggestions for editing the video? Welcome back to RFCoins, your ultimate destination for everything about rare coins, valuable finds, hidden treasures, and jaw-dropping coin stories from around the United States and the world. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change right now. It looks ordinary. It feels ordinary. But don't be fooled, because it could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Yes, I'm talking about the 2013 Lincoln penny, the small copper-colored coin that's turning heads in the collector's world and commanding prices that will leave your jaw on the floor. So buckle up, because we're about to uncover the real history, the true value, and the secret varieties of the 2013 Lincoln cent, and why one of them is currently valued at over $585,000. Let's start at the beginning. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909. That year marked the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, and it became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, none other than Honest Abe himself. Fast forward to 2013. The penny underwent several design changes over the years, but by 2013, it had settled into what we know today as the Union Shield reverse design. This design features a bold shield with 13 vertical stripes and a banner across the top with the word 1 cent proudly displayed. But here's what most people don't know. Even though billions, yes, billions, of 2013 pennies were struck, some very special varieties slipped through the cracks, and those rare pieces are now selling for unbelievable amounts of money. Most 2013 Lincoln cents are made of zinc with a thin copper coating. They weigh about 2.5 grams and were struck at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The Philadelphia mint coins have no mint mark, while the Denver mint coins are marked with a bold D. Now, let's talk numbers. In 2013, the Philadelphia mint produced 3.75 billion pennies, the Denver mint struck about 3.3 billion. So why are we even talking about this coin, if there are over 7 billion out there? Because among those billions, there are rare error coins, die varieties, and proofs that collectors will pay a fortune to get their hands on. And that's where the real value lies. Let's dive into the gold mine, the valuable variations of the 2013 penny. First up, the double die obverse, also known as DDO. Some 2013 Lincoln cents feature doubling in the inscriptions like Liberty, the date, and even the motto, In God We Trust. This is caused when the die shifts slightly during the minting process. And while the doubling might be subtle, collectors go wild for these errors. These coins can sell for $50 to $250, sometimes more, depending on the severity of the doubling and the condition of the coin. Next up, the off-center strike errors. These are coins that were struck when the blank wasn't centered properly in the press. A 2013 penny that's 50% off-center, with the date still visible, can easily go for $100 to $300 or more. Then there are clipped planchets, broad strikes, and die cracks, all of which are highly collectible, and we can't forget about the rare proof coins, struck at the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S. Though not released for circulation, some find their way into the market. These shiny, mirror-like coins can fetch $10 to $50 if in pristine condition, but wait, this is where things get crazy. Yes, you heard that right. There is a 2013 Lincoln cent that reportedly sold for a staggering $585,330. This coin wasn't just rare, it was a mint error of monumental proportions. Experts believe this specific penny was struck on a blank meant for another coin denomination, possibly a dime or foreign coin planchet. Combine that with a high-grade, pristine condition, and a dramatic error, and you've got the perfect storm of rarity and collector frenzy. These are the coins that go to major auctions, attract serious bidders, and end up in high-end private collections. If you ever come across a weird, lightweight 2013 penny that looks different, don't spend it. It might just be your golden ticket. Let's talk current value. Right now, the average circulated 2013 penny is worth, well, 1 cent, but a mint state uncirculated coin can fetch $1 to $5 depending on the grade. A 2013 D or 2013 P in MS67 red condition or better can bring in $100 to $300 at auction. A rare error variety like the double die obverse or center strike can command $100 to $500, possibly more, and those legendary mint error coins, the ones that break the mold entirely? We're talking $1,000, $10,000, and yes, up to $585, $330. So how do you know if your 2013 penny is valuable? Look for the mint mark, D, for Denver, or no mark for Philadelphia. Inspect the lettering, use a magnifying glass and check for doubling in Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. Check the weight. A normal penny weighs 2.5 grams. If it might be struck on the wrong planchet, examine for off-center strikes. Is part of the design missing or off to the side? Keep it in good condition, never clean your coin. A natural patina is more valuable than a shiny cleaned coin. If you find something suspicious, take it to a certified coin dealer or send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. That little coin in your change could be a jackpot waiting to happen. So now you know the incredible truth about the 2013 Lincoln penny. It may look ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, this tiny piece of metal can be worth more than a luxury car or even a house. Check your pocket change. Look in your old coin jars. Search through that penny roll you almost returned to the bank. Because treasure is out there, and it might just be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a story from RFCoins. Let me know in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Thanks for watching, Coin Family. Until next time, keep hunting, keep dreaming, and keep collecting, because every coin has a story, and some are worth a fortune. Stay rich in knowledge, and I'll see you in the next one. Want me to turn this into a downloadable script or add voiceover cues?